Hey, what is up, guys? So I wanted to cover a few different things here about, you know, metrics, about your ads, about what you're actually spending, and go into some numbers here. I'm going to use the numbers and I'm going to break them down, and I'm going to make everything make sense by the end of this, so you guys more or less can understand what's profitable and what isn't, right? So let's go ahead and let's jump right into this. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right, sweet. So you should be able to see my screen at this point. What we're going to do is we're going to jot down some numbers and we're going to talk about some terminology. Okay. So in internet marketing, okay, there's a thing called a CPA. Okay. So let's go ahead and write this down. CPA. Okay. All this means is cost per acquisition, whether that's cost per sale, cost per comment, cost per lead. That's what we're going to talk about today. Okay. Now let me go ahead and jump into CPA. So as I said, CPA sales, all right, could equal sales. It could equal comments as well, okay, cost per comment, all right. I'm going to show you how this all breaks down here in just one moment. All right, so now that you kind of understand what CPA equals, cost per acquisition is either determining whether your sale cost you this much, or a sale or a comment cost you this much, or to talk to a person, to actually talk to a lead, a living person, it costs this much, right? To send your presentation or whatever to that person. All right, so these are the determining factors of whether we have a successful online business or not. Now I'm going to break this down as simple as I can so that even the newest people can completely understand this. So let's go ahead. We're going to ditch that. Let's jump back into here. Okay. So now let's say we're running an ad video. Okay. We're running our little ad video here. Maybe the pen allows me to write. There we go. Okay. So let's say we are running an ad video, right? Our cost per comment on this video, okay, cost per comment is, let's say we spent $12 total, okay, $12. We spent 12 bucks, okay? Now, out of that $12, we got 17, let's say 18 comments, okay? 18 comments. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to break this down. All right, and I'm sorry for writing very sloppily. I just, don't have my my pen today. Okay, so as I said, $12, and we got 18 comments asking for information, their leads. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to break this down. All right, so we got $12 divided by 18 is 66 cents cost per comment. All right. Now, this isn't a lot of information to be able to tell you whether this is profitable or not. But typically, okay, in my experience, it takes about between 40 and 60, sometimes even 70 people of seeing your funnel, going through your advertisement or whatever, to end up being a sale. Okay. So we want to break this down with numbers. Now, typically, in the past, I have done down to 3 cents, 5 cents, 4 cents a comment. All right. I've done extremely well with things in the past. But as I said, let's go ahead and let's break this down, okay? So if we're paying 66 cents cost per comment, and it takes 50 people seeing our funnel, our advertisement, whatever, to go ahead and purchase MCA. So we're going to take 66 times 50, right? We're going to end up with $33. Now, costs us $33, okay, ad spend to make 80 to 90 every single time, all right? So, as I said, your goal here in this business should be to get these cost per comments down to 50 cents or below, okay? Now, at 50 cents, let me show you how much room this leaves you guys. 50 cents cost per comment, all right? So let's say we spent $80, all right? 80, all right? And we're gonna take We're going to take that and multiply by 0.5 because we're getting 50 cents per comment. We spent $40, okay? Now, out of that, we should have had 80 people see our advertisement, which could be 2 sales, all right? It's most likely pretty close to 2 sales. So let's just say it's 2 sales. Let's break it down, all right? So we spent $40, and 2 sales times 80 ends up equaling $160, all right? So now we're going to subtract our ad spend, which is 40 bucks, and we're left with 120. This is how we make profits in this business every single day, okay? Your goal should be now, and once again, some people will get better than this, some people get worse than this right off the bat, but the goal is to stick with one advertisement and get it rolling hard enough to where you get these type of numbers, okay? As I said, you want 50 cents or below. If you are below this number, you are good. You are in the money. You are profitable. You are definitely making some money, all right? Assuming that your video goes with the funnel and it's not, promoting skin products or something stupid. But assuming that it's, the right genre, and they're good quality leads, this should be making you quite a bit of money, all right? So 50 cents or below is what we're looking for. Now, let me go ahead and break this down one more time here, just to show you guys. All right, let me go ahead and break this down here. So let's cancel out everything on this page, actually. All right, so on average, about 70% of people will actually opt into your list. Now, let me go ahead and break this down. This is why this new system that I'm launching for you guys is super important. I'm going to break this down for you guys, okay? Now, 1 out of 50 people, okay, typically who see your advertisement and get to your sales page will end up buying, okay? So 1 out of 50 right off the bat, okay? Let's say 1 out of 50 to 1 out of 40, depending on how good your advertisement is, okay? Now, the thing about remarketing is with emails and stuff, my numbers are typically 1 in 25, okay? So it takes 1 out of 25 of those people commenting info and jumping onto my list where I'm emailing them out emails every single day to end up equaling a sale, okay? So I literally cut this and cut this, okay? This is why remarketing is so powerful through emails, because it doesn't cost me anything to send it out, but it puts my numbers down here, right? That is nuts, okay? Now let me break this down and show you guys the difference, all right? So as I said before, we spent $40 to acquire 160, all right? So now if it's 1 out of 25, we actually spent $20 to obtain 160, all right? We spent $20 ad spend okay? We spent $20 of ad spend to acquire that 160, all right? And I'll even break this down for you guys if you really want to see it. And we'll assume that it's the same cost per comment, right? So 50 cents cost per comment times 85, $12.50, right? So $12.50 times 2 is 25 bucks. 25 bucks to acquire 160. So we can cross that out. 25 bucks, guys. $25 to acquire 160. Now, anybody who tells you can't make money doing that is full of garbage. All right, 25 for 160, I would trade all day long. All right. Now, this is what we do. Okay. Now, let me go ahead, break this down one more time for you guys and show you guys where I'm typically at. Now, after time, your cost per comments will get cheaper. You'll get organic reach, and you'll start getting tons and tons of shares, because the reason we promote with shares is because it's super powerful. The organic reach is super powerful. Now, typically, okay, right now we're not spending any ad dollars. Okay, we're barely spending anything, right? And we're getting about 10,000 comments per day, and we're getting about 10,000. All right, 10,000 comments per day will equal about 5,000 leads. All right. Now, out of 5,000, you go ahead, you do the numbers, guys. this is why I'm having a crazy week. 5,000 divided by 50 on the front end, it's 100 sales. Like this is where it gets nuts, guys. So as I said, this is what's going to end up breaking down for a lot of you guys is when you start getting like a huge organic reach, you'll understand that when your post goes viral, you can make a lot of money doing this. All right, it's all a numbers game. It's all math. All right, you can figure out the math, and as I said before, this should be your number that you're looking for. Okay, 50 cents cost per comment, and you can break this down on your phone. You can break this down through the ads app. I can show you guys how to do that in another session. But go ahead, break that down. See if you can figure out what your cost per comment is. If you're under 50 cents, all right, cost per comment, you can expect it to be somewhat profitable. All right. So that's what you're looking for. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. If you guys have any questions about CPAs, okay, make sure to go ahead, ask me. It's not a scary term. It's a pretty simple term. I mean, it's just breaking down, cost per lead, the cost, what it costs to acquire a sale, and that type of thing. So, as I said, eventually this just becomes mathematics, and you can figure it out without really even, you can just figure it out. So, you put in $350 of ad spend this week, you can figure out, okay, I'm going to make $1,400, right? So eventually, the numbers get easy, and you can just tell, hey, this is what if I trade $350 for, into this ad, I put $350 into this ad, I'll probably make like $1,500 to $2,000. Okay, rough estimate, and it's pretty accurate if you can get these, figure out these numbers. All right, I typically aim for 30 cents a comment. All right, but I'm a little I'd say strict with myself. I really want to see results. Okay, but as long as you're aiming for about 50 cents a comment, you should actually be creating decent results in your business. Okay, so if you guys have any other questions, please hit me up and feel free to. I'll talk to you guys later and see you on the next one. Peace.